I was sinking fast, and Fola was the only one who could save me. But after all our fights, I didn't know if he would. Let me tell you a story, not the kind you hear from elders by the fire, but the kind that lives in your chest for a long time after it ends. My name is Fade, and Fola is my twin brother. People say twins are supposed to be close, like two halves of one soul. But me and Fola, we were more like a drum and a stick, always clashing, always making noise. He always wanted to lead. I always wanted to be right. We loved each other, yes, but we were proud, too proud. That dry season was ash. The Harmattan wind painted everything in brown dust. Grandma had been coughing for days, and she said she needed ogbono seeds to make our healing soup. She called us outside and handed us a small woven sack. Go into the forest, she said, but stay together. Don't leave each other's side. The forest watches and it remembers. We nodded like we always did, but once we got into the trees, the arguing started again. Let's go right, Fola said, pointing with confidence. No, the tree with ogbono is near the old well. That's to the left, I said. You think you know everything, he muttered. Well, at least I think, I snapped. He gave me that look, the one that said, I'm done with you, and walked off. I did the same. Branches cracked beneath my feet. The forest was quiet, almost too quiet. I kept walking, muttering to myself, eyes scanning the ground for seeds. Then, suddenly, my leg sank. Then my knee. Then my waist. I had stepped into quicksand. At first, I didn't even believe it. I tried to move, but it only pulled me deeper. Panic hit me like a slap. I screamed for Fola, loud. I didn't care how mad we were. I just wanted help. And somehow, he came. He burst through the trees like a deer, eyes wide, face pale. He stopped at the edge of the pit, and for a moment, we both just stared. Fade, he shouted. Don't move. No kidding, I yelled back, tears stinging my eyes. He looked around like a trapped animal, then spotted a thick vine we had used to tie our sack earlier. He grabbed it, tied it around the trunk of a nearby tree, and threw the other hand toward me. Take it, he called out, and my hands wouldn't move. I was shaking, and in my head, I kept thinking, what if he drops it? What if he lets go? You let go, I whispered. I won't, he said, loud and clear. Not this time. There was something in his voice, not pride, not anger, just truth. I reached out, grabbed the vine, and held on with everything I had. He pulled. I could see the mud pulling against me, like it wanted to keep me forever. But Fola didn't stop. He grunted. He slipped once. I saw his foot dig deep into the ground. His hands were bleeding, but he didn't let go. Slowly, inch by inch, I felt the earth release me. When I finally rolled onto solid ground, I just lay there, mud in my hair, tears in my eyes, my heart beating like a drum. Fola collapsed beside me, breathing hard. Neither of us said anything for a long time, just the wind and the birds and our hearts pounding like thunder. Then I said, I thought you'd leave me. He turned his head toward me. I thought about it, he said, but I couldn't. That moment was small, quiet, but to me, it felt like a mountain shifting. We still argue, Fola and I, We're still different, but ever since that day, there's been a rope between us. Not one made of vines, but one made of trust. We walk together now. We carry things together. And no matter how angry we get, we never walk away. Because when the ground tried to swallow me, my brother held on. And he didn't let go. Remember, family is a priority. Your family members will step on your toes sometimes, but love covers a multitude of sins. Let love lead. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please leave a comment about the lessons you have learned from this story. Like this video and subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss the next story. Thank you for watching this video.